这错肉，特别就那个字就被这了，我妈妈给那些，故意了谈多肉，这是种那对个谈，再问这，你说啥讲的嘛？我哋大家係聽過啦，係應該唔好，應該唔未假聽啦，你說啥講？喺度就承認，說的速度，弄了被多了呢，說的個現象，說的有些人，vì hạt tiêu被多，要操一度，亂能，我哋這裡係特別說的這。chỉ mà ý là lu là ý chỉ cái là biết tao biết sao cái chỉ xe tu xe nhau là số sẽ là xe nào mà số tu những Saipao để vì lý do thì是被人天知道了路的为理由，我的没看 because it's not supposed to happen, but it did. 到被说的头你好几十年了，被杀了我的没看 what if 那要我靠那我让人那不到。The what if 那就被人写嘛，因被人弄呀。What if there was something we could have done, something we could have said, or somewhere we could have been? Or what if we could have spent more time with King? Would that have made a difference? But we all found that there are no answers to the what ifs. So as we gather here today to send Ken away, I struggle to come up with a message for everyone because my heart is also in pain. And it's also important that today I want to remind all of us how important it is to get along, to love each other, to cherish each other, to compliment each other, and to truly care for each other. That is going to be my message today. So I have a few messages for you today. The first thing I want to talk about is love is the most beautiful gifts we can experience. And marriage is a journey where love is tested, deepened, strengthened over time. Loving your spouse is more than just a feeling. It's a daily choice, an ongoing commitment, and a promise to stand by each other through every season of life, good times and bad times. So to truly love your spouse, you must first listen, not only with your ears, but with your heart. To understand what they enjoy, what they fear, what are their dreams, is the very foundation of a deep connection between a man and a woman. Our love is strong when we make our spouse feel like they are safe, they're being heard, valued, and appreciated. Many people go through life without understanding the basic foundation of it. Love is found in the small things, the kind words, the thoughtful gestures, and the everyday acts of kindness. It's not just the big things. It is the way you wake up in the morning together, the way you hold their hands when they're struggling or having hard times. And it's the way you say, I appreciate you. It's the very small things, the basic things that make the difference. Patience and forgiveness are key to a strong love. No marriage is perfect, and there will always be disagreements, but true love means choosing grace over grudges, unity over pride, understanding over fights, listening over shouting, kindness over hatred, and compliment over competition. It is about working together as one, not against each other. I learned this from the very beginning that my wife and I are meant to complement each other. We are not meant to be competing against each other. So love is a commitment to grow together. Life changes, and so do we. But the strongest marriages are those where both people choose to keep laughing, learning, keep loving, no matter what. They don't let things get in their way, such as unsupported friends, kids, work, or bad advices from other people. So we have to love our spouse with intention, with kindness, and with all your heart if we want to be successful. Because in the end, it is not the grand gestures that sustain a marriage, but the everyday choices that we make, that we cherish, respect, and we stand by one another through good and bad times. That's what love is all about. Marriage requires care, understanding, and respect. When we commit to loving someone for a lifetime, we must recognize that words, actions, and even our silence have a profound impact on them. So we must learn to recognize our behavior. Marriage should never feel like it's a burden, and it should never feel like it's a battlefield. It should be a journey. Yet stress, responsibilities, misunderstandings, sometimes friends, kids, we push the one we love the most to their limits. This is something we have to be aware of. It is not always the big fights or the harsh words. Sometimes it's the little things. The way we neglect their feelings, take them for granted, or we fail to recognize that they're struggling, and we wait for them to ask for help. So how do we love without pushing our spouses over the edge? First, we have to communicate with kindness. Words have power. They can build someone up or tear them down. Instead of criticism, let's offer encouragement and support. Instead of blame, let's extend understanding. Every spouse deserves to feel safe, heard, and valued in their own home. This is something that we all need to be a part of. Second, we need to practice patience and grace. No one is perfect. There will be tough days, disappointments, and frustrations. But instead of adding more weight to their shoulders, we need to learn to take off the load. Let's be a source of peace rather than pressure. Let's be a cure, not a disease. Help clear their minds, not clouding their judgment. We must also pay attention. Our spouse may not always say when they are overwhelmed with the responsibilities or heartaches, but we can learn to see it. That's why we need to make that connection. Let's check with them, ask how they are feeling, and then truly listen when you ask. Sometimes love is simply noticing that they need support and being there without being asked. It's a simple message. Let's remember that marriage is about being partners, not opponents. It's about lifting each other up, not wearing each other down. If we create a home where love, respect, and care thrive, then we create a space where two people can grow together and can feel safe. Let's love our spouse in a way that brings them joy, not frustrations, security, not stress, and most of all, let's love them in a way that reminds them that they're never alone, that we have their backs. In the Hmong culture, there are 18 clans, and each clan holds marriage as the foundation of everything. We relate to each other through this relationship. If you don't think that's important, look all around you. You have a relationship when you call each other. You don't just call them by names, you call them by relations. When you're having marriage issues, sometimes you cannot resolve them by yourself. You may be the smartest person in this room, but when problems are holding you down, you cannot see it. You need to seek support from others, like your parents and your family leaders or counselors. It is your family leaders' responsibility to listen and understand your conflicts. It is their responsibility to escalate to your in laws if they can't help you. And if it doesn't happen, there are options out there for you to get help. But we cannot help you if we don't know your issues, or if you keep it inside you, if you don't share. This is one thing that we men struggle with the most. It is the mindset that we are strong, that we don't want to be looked upon as weak. But let me tell you, man, it's okay to say that you need help. It's okay that you need other people to reach out. It doesn't make you less of a man or a weaker person. It makes you stronger when you can get friends and other people to help you. If all the things I've talked today, and if you can't come to an agreement, then I ask you to peacefully separate from each other. We rather see that you are separated than this type of tragedy that we're all facing today. Life is precious, and it's only one time on this earth. One time. When it's ended, there is no more. We can't bring you back. But the impact you leave behind is tremendous. Every single person that's here today is here for a reason because you're hurt. You have pains in your heart. So if there's one thing I hope you can learn from today's tragedy is this. You are never alone. No matter how dark your life may be, there are hands reaching out, willing to help. And if there's anyone here who is struggling, maybe like Gabe, please know that you are loved, you are needed, and we will stand with you and we will help you. So, King, we miss you, we love you, and we will hold your memories as long as we can. Rest in peace, son.